Hi everybody, this is Kevin at Ken Sewing Center. Today I want to give you a brief overview of the new BP2100. The BP2100 is now in stock. It is ready to ship right to your door. There's free shipping offer going right now on the BP2100. If you live outside the state of Alabama, you will not pay any sales tax or shipping. If you live within the state of Alabama, there's no shipping, but you will pay a 4% tax rate. Now, the BP2100 is the top of the line household embroidery only machine. It does a large 7 by 12 inch embroidery field. The next step up in the brother line, you're starting to get into the top of the line combination machines, or even in the size of what some of the commercial machines will do, but you will not be paying a commercial price for this machine. Because this machine is embroidery only, it does cut out quite a bit of other things you will never need if you're a mainstay in embroidery. Maybe you already have a regular sewing machine and you don't want to invest in a combination machine, but you still want to get those top of the line embroidery features. Then the BP2100 would be a really good choice for you. Having that large embroidery field, you're going to be able to do things like the back of jackets, backpacks, create scenes, large names. You can do Bible verses and poems, all kind of things, because I have plenty of room to work with. Because you have that 12-inch tall embroidery field and the ability to rotate the design 90 degrees, I can turn my design 90 degrees and now I can embroider everything this way. So I'll have 12 inches this way and 7 inches of depth to work with. One thing I really do like about Brother, and they do this across the board with their machines, everything's laid out very easily. When I turn the machine on, I can go to embroidery mode, I can go to embroidery edit mode. Let me go to our home screen and show you here. If I go into embroidery mode, this means I want to do the designs just like it's set in the machine, or if I'm pulling from a USB port, I'm not wanting to add anything, I'm not wanting to customize the machine. But most of the time you're going to want to go to the embroidery edit mode, because in embroidery edit mode I can do so much with my design. I pull up a design here. I have, just in this particular grouping, there's 5 full pages of designs that I can pull up. So let's pull this one up here. And then if I want to add things to it, I can resize that design. I can stretch it left, up, any which way I want. If I want to reduce it, and the machine will automatically adjust the stitch density and the stitch count for me. I get the design set like I want it. If I want to rotate that design, or if I want to move it, let's say I've got a shirt hoop and there's a pocket in the way. If I want to move that design up, I'm able to do that. When I get it set like I want to, maybe I want to rotate the design somewhat. I can do in 1 degree, 10 degree, or 9 degree increments. And on screen, based on the size of my embroidery design, I have the ability to move that around, and it will tell me what hoop I need to make sure that I have on the machine. Now, because this machine does a 7-inch by 12-inch embroidery field, you will get the huge extra large embroidery hoop. You also get the 5 by 7 hoop that'll come with it. There are other hoops available for it, and Ken Sewing Center carries everything that's made for the BP2100. And I get the design set like I want. Let's rotate this 10 degrees just so you can see what it looks like. So I'll close that out, and then I want to add some things to it. I get the design set like I want to, and then I hit this button that says add. I want to put some alphabets with this particular design. So let's find this script font here. I have upper and lower case that I'm working with. And I get that set. I can do a large, a medium, or a small size. The machine will show me. We can go back and forth from the metric to inches, and I'll show that later on in this video. Get it set like I want it. Here I'm still not finished. If I want to do other things to the design, or let's say I want to add something else, I can make another scene. Just continue to bring it from a USB port or from what's built in to the machine. If I want to array these letters, I can stretch the letters underneath or over top. I have all kind of buttons built into the machine to edit these designs. I don't never have to go to the computer. Now it's set and ready to go. I'm finished with my design. I'll hit embroidery. Just take a look how easy it is to thread the needle on this machine. Push of a button and it threads the needle for me. Once I get my machine threaded up, if you'll notice here, this is red. I can keep, if somebody was to come by and push this, there's sensors built in, there's some things we have to do first. The machine's not going to easily be turned on, so you don't have to worry about that if you have little ones around. But basically all I have to do now is I lower my pressure foot. Once I see it turn to green, then I'm ready to go. The machine will automatically start embroidering. It will cut my jump stitches for me in between color changes. On the screen it's going to show me how large the design is, how many inches it's in, how many minutes it's going to take to embroider the design out. If you'll notice how super quiet this machine is as well. And there's my finished design. The BP2100 has all the features you'd see on a top of the line embroidery machine, but you won't have the top of the line price. Having a 7x12 embroidery field is huge because I can do so many things with that large of an area. The machine is built very strongly. You will have a 25-year warranty on the internal metal casting. The electronics is covered for 6 years. From date of purchase, your first 2 years covers parts and labor. And when you purchase from Ken's Sewing Center, you get free lessons for life. Whether you're halfway across the country or around the world, we're just a phone call away. If you are in the area, in the Muscle Shoals, Alabama area, and you want to stop by for lessons, just call us a day ahead of time. We'll be glad to sit down with you. But built into the machine, you will have the embroidery edit mode where I can do so many things with the design, never have to go to a computer. It does have 227 built-in embroidery designs. You have over 15 alphabet fonts to choose from in upper and lower case with punctuation. Having the built-in USB port makes it so easy about getting designs from my computer. Whether I go with, eventually you may go with optional software. And there's so many different software programs available for this machine. Whether if you want to create your own designs from scratch or if you just want to edit designs that's already there. If you want to work with different alphabet fonts and do really pretty script or block style fonts, there's software out there available. And not just one choice, you have multiple choices when it comes to software. And we carry everything that's made for this machine. Another nice thing about the machine, if you'll notice, the bed of the machine is a lot larger than a standard domestic machine. You'll have 11 inches of throat space to work with. So when you're hooping larger garments, whether it be a jacket, a blouse, a dress, skirt, or if you're into quilting and you want to do a larger quilt block, you have plenty of room to work with. You don't have to worry about bunching everything up, wadding everything up under my embroidery field. Once I get into the embroidery edit mode, having the ability to resize the design, rotate the design, fast forward through the stitch count, and there's just so many things you'll be able to do built in. The BP2100 does have the drop light LED light on it, and it helps you to mark and position designs. The machine will emit a red beam right onto the garment. That really does aid and help you when it comes to positioning those designs. On the machine itself, you can trim the stitches anytime you want to just by pushing a button. It'll cut the bobbin and the top thread for you. I can go in on the hard drive of the machine and be able to change so many things about the machine. If I don't want it to make noise, if I like embroidering late at night and don't want to wake anybody else in the house up, you can just turn that off. The machine's super quiet as well. There are sensors in the bobbin thread and in the tops. If you break a thread, if you're running low on bobbin thread, the machine will tell you all these things. If you want the opening screen to be different, if you want to change the background of the screen so it's not as bright or you need to darken it, you're able to do that. Also, to give you my total stitch counts, you'll know between servicing what is built in on the machine and what you need to do. The machine will embroider up to 1,050 stitches per minute. I can back that down if I want to, and really on embroidery, the slower you can get by with, the better your stitch quality will be. However, you will notice on the BP2100 at full embroidery speed, the stitch quality is superb. Adjusting tensions is really easy on the machine. There's not a lot you've got to do there. When it comes to the accessories, whether it be embroidery thread, hoops, embroidery bobbin thread, what you need to use for your project, you can call us anytime with anything like that. And we will have somebody standing by to be glad to help you find the right tool and the right accessory for your machine. I encourage you to take a look at our website, look at all the neat features of the 2100. If you have any questions whatsoever, do not hesitate to give us a call, and we'll be glad to help you find the machine that's right for you.